I just don't know what I'm doing. And I know I'm only 28, but 28 just feels like I should have my shit together, and I don't have my shit together. I don't have anywhere to live. I literally have been scammed by Airbnbs.
What?
I just don't feel like I'm cut out. Fuck. Oh my god, I'm ugly crying. I'm sorry. I just don't feel like I'm cut out for this life, and it really fucking sucks. I felt this way for a long time. When I lived back home, I was so depressed. I was in a relationship that was so toxic, and I just wanted to feel like someone loved me. Oh my god, we're going into it. Okay. Alright. I just wanted someone to feel like they loved me and wanted to be with me for me, and that was never the case. And I ran away to Vegas. Well, not ran away, but like ran away to Vegas.
Just like a woman.
I had no family or friends in Vegas. Oh my god, I'm crying again. I had no friends or family in Vegas, and I was just by myself. Literally thought my life was over. I didn't think I would be alive.
What?
Well, to me, it sounds like a case of a woman thinking that the grass is greener on the other side, getting into a relationship and being in her old life, living at home, and then running away because she thinks that she can get something better on the other side. What's pumping her head full of that nonsense, that garbage? Social media, seeing other women do it. You got to understand, women are very, very impressionable, especially if they look up to someone or something. They will pretty much, identify that way. They will pretty much start moving and operating in that direction that they're impressionable from. But that's just the case here. So the woman ran off. She thought she could find something out here. She said she got scammed by Airbnbs, whatever the hell that means. It just goes to show you that women always think that they can go out, venture, do things on their own, and they'll be just fine because they're a woman and they've been lied to most of their lives. But what's happening is she's on the road. Thank God she has a car, but she made mistakes and she thought that she can do something on her own. And when women run, meaning run at a time and then go run, and move out, she moved to Vegas, then they start to notice that life is not that easy. It's easier when you're younger. It's easier when you're more attractive, and it's easier when you are being, around a circle of men that'll possibly, rescue you in this situation. But modern women never learn. They just have to go out there, get the experience, bump their heads, and by the time they bump their heads, they're crying about it. It's ridiculous. That's why men go for women when they're younger, go for women that aren't like this, go for women that don't just say, oh, well, I was in a toxic relationship, knowing damn well she played a large part in that, and the guy would probably take her back if we talked to him. But yeah, this is just a bunch of nonsense that's going on here. But let's continue going on with the story, and I'll get back to y'all.
But then I got my dog during quarantine, and I love him more than anything in this world. And I have to be here for him. When I left Vegas, I thought, okay, great. Here's a new start. I left Vegas. I went back home. I don't really have anybody else. And I really do only have myself, but it's nice to be able to talk to somebody every now and then, because I'm now in LA by myself,
Bro, how did I know? I can see, sniff out, and understand and know where those tears came from. And it comes from transplants that come from other states into this state, California, into this city, LA. She just mentioned that she was in LA. Women especially, they come out here all the time and they get on TikTok after 6 months, after a year, and they always have the same sob story. They tell you about their life at home when they're with the guy that was willing to marry them and be with them for the rest of their lives. And they just say, well, that wasn't enough for me. It was toxic. And by toxic, they mean it wasn't working out for them. The guy wasn't what they thought they'd be. They lost feelings. They use buzz terms like this. So what does she do? She runs away, goes to Vegas. God knows what the hell she was doing. She's talking about that she got scammed at Airbnbs in the first clip. But now she's like, I'm stuck in LA. I have nobody. And now she has what? A dog. And what do women end up with nowadays, 9 times out of 10, if they're single? A dog. And now she has that dog. And she's like, that's the only thing in the world that means anything to her, because she's burned her bridges, guys. That's the most important thing here. She's burned her bridges at home, That's why she says she has nobody. She burned her bridges with her ex-boyfriend, everybody that she knew, all the connections in Vegas, all those guys, and all the guys probably in Los Angeles, and she's feeling the grunt of that now. And that's the thing, man. She burned her bridges, and now she's dealing with it. What does she do? She runs to social media, and she's like, help me. She wants somebody to feel sympathy for her, somebody to feel empathy for her, somebody to feel something, especially some type of man to come rescue her from her misery that she put herself in. Incredible. I knew she was in LA, bro. I knew it. I could smell it through the phone, bro. Just looking. I said, man, this is just like those girls that come from other states like Michigan, Chicago, New York. They come to Los Angeles and they get stuck at her. They get stranded and they burn all their bridges, or people just use them and just throw them away. All because they could have stayed home with their system that they had, with their family, with their boyfriend, their unit, people that actually knew them, their friends back at their hometown. But no, the grass had to be greener. They had to be impressionable and manipulated by the internet, by other women, and try to live the dream of everybody else's TikTok life, everybody else's Instagram life. Insane, guys. But let's keep going and don't end there.
And oh my god, I'm fucking crying. I'm in the car and people can see me because I'm in a fucking fishbowl. But so I moved in with my sister. I had a really bad falling out. I ended up getting my own apartment in downtown Portland with a co-signer because your girl was not making nearly as much money. But then I got a job, which is the job I have now.
OnlyFans.
And I was making such good money, you guys, like, and not such good money, but money to be able to afford my rent, my bills. I could eat at a grocery, like I could go grocery shopping and eat at home, like. And then I was like, oh my god, I'm making such good money, let's move to LA. And that's the worst thing I could have fucking done, because now I'm lonely. I don't have a place to stay because I couldn't afford my apartment. As you all know, I'm trying to rebuild my credit. So, and out here the rental market is so tough. You have to have like a perfect fucking credit score. Like, you can't have any dings in it. So I'm doing what I can to rebuild that, as you guys know, but it's been really hard, and it's been a few months, and I've made a little bit of progress, but not as much as I need to and as I want to. I was gonna go to Dunkin' and I drove the wrong way. That's what, go to Coffee Bean, sorry. Oh my god. And now I'm struggling more than ever. I think more than when I lived in Vegas. Even though I'm making more money out here doesn't go very far. So I don't have any options, and I don't have anywhere to go, and I don't have anybody to turn to. There's nobody that I can like be 100% honest with in my personal life that I can just open up to and tell them what's going on, because everyone thinks I have this perfect life and I'm this strong person because I've always been the friend that everybody leaned on. But where's everybody when I need them, you know? So I don't know. I just feel very stagnant in life, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I'm so lost, and I just feel like alone and stressed, and I don't want my depression to come back, so I'm trying to like go on these little trips every time I have like the free time to do so, but I don't know. Nothing's working.
So she's still going on trips. This is why I don't buy it. This is why I think it's a big facade, and she's just looking for a new simp. She's looking for a new sugar daddy. She's looking for something to get her out of her current situation. And I wouldn't be surprised if you go on her page, this is a TikTok video, and go all the way to the bottom, she probably has something crying about something else. But she keeps up the facade by going on trips to make it seem like her life is good, so she can get more prospects, she can get more men possibly. That's why she goes on the trip, so she can take pictures, do videos. She's doing this so she can keep her unlimited options to herself, with men, with friends, with connections. And she's crying because she has nobody to talk to, because she probably burned all her bridges. But my question is, if she has a family back home, she has friends back home, she has an ex-boyfriend back home, how come she won't reach out back home, or just go back home in general, where she's from, her hometown, where her family and stuff is, and go there? I'm pretty sure they're not gonna push her away. I'm pretty sure nobody's not gonna want to speak to her. I'm pretty sure somebody's concerned about her. But the thing is, women will come on here, they'll come on these platforms, they'll come on these social media sites, and they will spill their guts, give half stories, like leave things out, and just say feel bad for me. I'm crying. Try to make you feel bad, tell you about all the terrible things, but they don't tell you what's going on in the back end. She couldn't even tell you what type of job she had. And I'm pretty sure she's talking about OnlyFans, stripping, something. And what she says about her saying, well, I don't have anywhere else to go. I don't have enough energy for this anymore. She means she doesn't have enough energy because women are not meant to be hustling out on the street or giving their sexual attraction, attention, and all that stuff to a bunch of men. Maybe she's tired of that. You know what I'm saying? And she just wants somebody to speak to about this, meaning another guy, another girl, but she's claiming she has nobody. Go home, ma'am. Please reach out to people back home. And coming to LA is a huge mistake. You know what I'm saying? Money does not go far here. And that's why you have to have a lot of it. You have to be able to maintain. But the thing is, women, they get caught up in the glitz and the glory and the glamour online. And then when they get out here and they see how life really works, they're backing out. They're like, why did I come here? Because women chase these weird ass, hypergamous ass dreams like they can do everything on their own, and they continue, and they get 27, 28 like this girl, and nobody really wants to deal with them, or they burn their bridges. Incredible.
But I have to be here for my dogs, you know? I'm just praying for us because I just want us to be happy. I feel like everybody deserves to be happy.
No!
No matter what that happiness is, everybody deserves to be happy.
No!
Nobody deserves to feel like you're alone or you're just worthless or you're just a burden to everybody, because I've always felt like such a burden. I don't know. I need to go figure my life out. I'm 28 and I'm sitting here crying in my car. I don't know, guys. I just pray we all get through whatever the demons we're dealing with and battling in the hard times, because we all deserve to be happy.
No!
Yeah. I don't know. I just can't really do this anymore. Life is so fucking hard, and I just wish people were nice to people and could understand that not everybody has to get their shit together. Just be nice.
No! I mean, she got a car. She ain't doing that bad. And the thing is, like, if this is so tough, if life is so hard, if you know what I'm saying, because you live on easy mode and you had the best years of your life between 18 and 25 to find a man, and you couldn't even do that because you were too busy running around, running away, trying to get apartments, trying to do your thing and stay above water, and you're probably so far away from your house, your old house where you grew up at, why don't you go home? Like, if this is so tough, this is so bad, and you know you're so alone and you only have dogs, then go home. What, like, that's the thing. If you were to ask her, how come you don't go home? How come you don't see about your family? How come you don't check on them and see how they're doing? How come you don't go with them and go get comfort to, you know, your people, your lineage, your actual immediate family? She's gonna say no. She's gonna come up with an excuse. She's gonna cope. But this is the thing. Women, they live life on easy mode. So when life is hard, they cry about it. They can talk to you about it all day. They want things to change. For men, we understand that the world is cold. We understand that the world is not going to give us anything. We come up in the world knowing that as men, because reality slaps us in the face. Reality goes ahead and shows us what our value is and how we have to fight. So men know that reality is going to kick us in the knees, scrape our arms, break our necks, break our backs, slam our heads against the concrete, make us bleed from our nostrils thousands and thousands of times, break our cheekbones, try to gouge out our eyes, hit us in the groin. We understand that. But when women, they get in this predicament, they want to start operating like men do, what happens? When the shit hits the fan, what do? They cry and cry and cry. Come rescue me, come save me. That's what this all sounds like. I'm tired of being bored. I'm tired of being lonely. I'm tired of, you know, having to keep my head above water with these 2 dogs, because that's all I have in this world. I need a man to come and rescue me that has resources, so I'm not bored with these dogs. And these dogs can be taken care of, and you can take care of me. That's all this is code for, guys. This is code for that. But yeah, man, I hope she goes back home, man, because this was a stupid decision. Why are you coming to one of the most expensive places, the most inflated tax states ever. I'm born and raised here. I'm probably, not going to leave for another couple years, but coming here as a transplant from another state and trying to make it in California, you learn that real quick, especially now in 2023 and beyond. You find that out now. Go to Texas, go to Florida, go to those good places, go to Arizona. I don't know why she didn't stay up in Portland. It was probably way cheaper, but no, she has to follow the Thoughtbot dream. Come on down here to Los Angeles, try to, make a name for herself, get some money, get some more connections, which are code for men. You know what I'm saying? A job that probably most likely involves men. She's 28. She needs a man, and her biological clock is ticking. That's another thing, man. That's why she's making this video, and a lot of women make these videos. Their biological clocks are ticking. She's about to hit the wall in a couple of years. Nobody is in, as far as she's talking about, is in any position, especially a man, to put her in anything, to put her in a better situation. You know what I'm saying? Because they probably don't want to deal with her because she has all this baggage. She's been all around the world pretty much. Not really, but to different cities and stuff. And men are just going to assume, nah, she for the streets. You see what it does to their image from like men looking at them. Guys, we know this. When we hear this, we're like, no, God knows she been with a bunch of dudes. God knows she got a bunch of bodies. It could be wrong. But the fact that she did all of that, the fact that she ran away from home and wanted to be rebellious makes her look more what? Promiscuous. Man, I hope she gets home and just snaps out of it because LA is not where it's at. But anyway, man, that's the end of the video. I know I haven't been putting out videos. I've been very busy working on other projects and things of that nature. But I'm going to start trying to put videos together about these women and hitting this wall. So this is Bountyville. Make sure you guys sub to the channel with post notifications on, like the video, comment for the algorithm, and I'm gonna keep trying to push these videos out. I'm going to start scheduling more time and moving more time over so I can start focusing on this as much as possible. But I appreciate the support and I appreciate everything you guys do for me. I'm gonna see you guys all in the next video. Peace. And get that passport and use it, because these women, man, getting worse by the day. I'm out. Peace.